Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Haggett Hill. It's a couple days after Christmas. I trust you had a blessed day with your family celebrating the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. So here's what we're going to work on today. I've got my FMCM mech fuel transfer tank, and I'm going to do a little bit of modification to it. Let me show you what I got in mind to do to it. Right now, it's a 12-volt pump, and it's powered off of, you hook this up to a 12-volt car battery. When I tried it out or when I've used it before, I've had a deep cycle battery I used it on. Or you can hook it up to, if you're using it on the mini skid, you can hook it up to the battery on that. But I wanted something, so if I didn't want to hook it up to the machine, or if I had this setting up in the back of the truck, didn't want to stretch the cord out all the way, and I didn't want to hook it up to a 12-volt battery, I've got an idea what I'm going to do. So Mrs. Haggett Hill got me this for Christmas. It's an 18-volt battery adapter. It goes for Ryobi batteries. Anyway, you plug in your 18-volt battery to it, and it converts it down to 12 volts coming out here. So what I'm intending to do is mount this on a board and then keep it with the tank, and then I'm going to have a plug in here to go to my connection, and I can actually power my pump off of this little 18-volt battery rather than hooking it to the machine or hooking it to an external 12-volt battery. But I'm going to do it in a way that I can switch back and forth so I won't lose those factory battery connections. So watch along as we work on this little project today. So here's kind of what I'm intending to do today. I want to cut these alligator clips off, and in its place I'm going to put this Deutsch connector. Then I don't want to lose the functionality of these alligator clips. I'm going to hook them to another Deutsch connector in. That way I can just plug them in, and I can either use the clips, and then on the adapter I'm going to put the other one. That way I can use either one. I think what we're going to do first, we're going to cut these clips off. We're going to get these put on there. All right, so I'm going to cut these off a little bit different length, so when I put my connectors on there, I'll have some staggered connections. Hope y'all had a good Christmas. I sure did. Had a lot of family down to visit. Wife and I were both very busy Christmas Day, and our two daughters were here helping us out. Had a lot of family come by, but my wife and I were feeling kind of puny yesterday, so we didn't do a whole lot yesterday. Want to give a shout out to my mother and father-in-law, Gene and Helen. They say they watch all of my videos, but we'll find out. So if they're watching this one, I'm sure they'll be sure to let me know. All right, that looks pretty good. Now then we're going to get this Deutsch connector on here. So how do you like that? Messed up, wasn't focusing. It goes on here, dummy. Any of y'all ever done anything like that? Let's try to do it right this time. There we go. That's much better. Alright, now I'm going to back up a little bit off camera, and we're going to heat shrink these with a lighter. I don't want to be too close to this fuel while I'm doing that. I'll be right back. Alright, we've got those heat shrink. Let's put a little tape on them. This is not really necessary, but just kind of neaten it up just a little bit. Alright, not too bad. Now we'll put a connector on each of these. So we'll hook these on there. Again, we'll cut them down a little shorter. Try to keep this out of here so you can see what I'm doing. And hopefully I left enough on there that I can hook it to some battery terminals. Should be just about right. What do you think? Alright, let's get these heat shrunk. Okay, so we got them shrank down. Now we're going to plug this in. I'm going to go get my 12-volt battery. We're going to hook onto it just to make sure I got my connections right in here. Alright, here's my 12-volt deep cycle. Let's see if the pump kicks on. Perfect. So we know my connections are good in here. Alright, now we're going to mount this adapter down. On this board. I think that'll work. Alright, let's give it a test. Perfect. Now we'll mount this one on here. Something such as that. Alright, there we have that. So now we'll strip these off and we'll hook the other Deutsch connector on this. We're going to leave these just a little bit longer just in case we'd ever need some extra wire at some point in the future. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave them full length for right now. I'm going to put a little of this cable cover on here just to make it a little bit neater. I should have ran it through there beforehand, but I didn't think about it. Y'all ever do that? Oh, look at there. One came out. We're going to have to crimp that a little more. We may have to replace that connector. What happened? I'll probably be using it with this drill battery on here more than anything, but I wanted that option to be able to switch back and forth should I need or want to. And then we'll put a little tape on here. Oop. You guys were just about to let me forget to shrink that. Why'd you do that? Alright, I'll be right back as soon as I get it shrank. Alright, have it all shrank. We're going to go ahead and run some tape around it just for good measure. I think I need to invest in a heat gun instead of using a lighter for that. But hey, use what you got, right? Alright, there's the other end. Now, so this is the end coming from the switch. Here's the end coming from the adapter. Let's plug them in. We got the battery in. It's got a good charge on it. It's hooked to the switch. Let's turn it on, see if she works. How about that? Looks like it's going to work. Let's tidy things up just a little bit, and then I'll put some fuel in my mini skid, and we'll see how it works. Alright, so I've got my board laying in here with my battery on it. I've got different sides of the battery as far as thickness. This is a skinny one that works pretty good. I went ahead and put some cable sleeves on these, kind of neaten that up just a little bit. Going to put it down in here so it's there when I need it. Again, let's go ahead and turn the switch on. It's going to work. Get the hose out and try it for real, putting a little fuel in the mini. It doesn't need much. It's only down to 70%. We'll put a little in there just to try out the pump. Seems to be working just fine. I can tell you it's a lot better than holding a 5-gallon can up here and doing it. Alright, we are filled up. This thing's got a 3.7 gallon per minute flow rate. And it doesn't take too long to fill up that mini skid tank. Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for stopping by with this little project here on Haggett Hill. I can either run it off a 12-volt deep cycle battery, I can run it off my truck, I can run it off any of the equipment that I'm filling up, or also have the option to run it off my 18-volt rigid batteries. So I'll put a link in the description to that rigid adapter. They also have them for other brands, Milwaukee, Porter Cable, DeWalt, different things like that. I'll put a link to them in there as well. If you're interested in purchasing one of these fuel tanks, I'll put a link to that in the description as well. And as you know, I'm an Amazon affiliate, so if you click on that link, I make a little bit of commission off of it. I do appreciate you watching and stopping by here at Haggett Hill. Not sure how my videos are going to come throughout the month of January. My oldest daughter, Jessica, is getting married January 31st, so we're going to be pretty busy over the next few weeks getting ready for that, so may not see a lot of content coming from me throughout the month of January. But thanks again for stopping by here at Haggett Hill, and as always, God bless to you and your family.